Welcome back guys. The first Berserker Khazan's demo is now available on Steam Store. The game will be officially released on 27th March 2025. In this video I'll be testing the demo on my Rog Ally running on Windows 11 and SteamDeck running on SteamOS. It's a Souls-like game, action role-playing, in which we play as Khazan, the great general of the Perilous Empire, who overcame death and sets out to reveal the incidents that led to his downfall and seek vengeance on his enemies. The game supports both DirectX 11 and 12 modes. It uses Unreal Engine, supports DLSS frame generation but does not support FSR frame generation. So I'll be using DLSS Enabler to enable FSR frame generation. Currently, the game is prone to stuttering in DirectX 12 mode. Stability is better in DirectX 11 mode, but in DirectX 11 mode you won't be able to use FSR frame generation. I'll kick things off with Rog Ally. We'll be using this version of DLSS Enabler 3.0.3.0.0 trunk build. You can download it from GitHub. Scroll down until you find the asset section, expand it, click on a .exe link. Now I'll show you the games directory where you need to install DLSS Enabler. Select the game in your Steam library, right click, manage, click on browse local file, open BBQ folder, open binaries folder, open Win64 folder. This is the final directory, copy it from here. Now just run DLSS Enabler setup file. There it is. Double click, more info, run anyway. Click on I accept, click on next, next, paste the games directory here. Next, select the second option, install as a winmm.dll file. Check this option, enable support for AMD and Intel GPUs. Ally has an AMD based GPU, it's Radeon 780M. Select Optiscaler version 0.6. This version of Optiscaler does not support FSR frame generation. We'll be using Nukem 9's DLSS G2 FSR 3 mod. Next, install. That's it. Uncheck this option. Click on finish. Now go back to the games directory where you installed the mod. Here look for a file name nvngx.ini. There it is, open it. Just set generator to FSR 31. That's basically FSR 3.1. Click on file, click on save, close. Adrenaline settings for the game, FreeSync and VSync enable. For this game I have set the UMA buffer size to 5 GB. My Ally is running on BIOS version 441. I have installed AMD's GPU driver, Adrenaline Edition version 24.12.1. Using a 30 watts manual profile, all 3 power values set at 30 watts, 900p resolution, CPU boost disable. Connected my 8-bit to Ultimate 2C wireless controller to Ally via 2.4 GHz wireless mode. Launch the game. In game settings, display mode full screen, 900p resolution, no FPS cap applied. Screen shake disable. I'll just use the high preset with motion blur disabled. Off. DirectX version, need to set it to 12, not 11. Here we have access to DLSS setting. This means the mod is working. I am using the Upscaler's quality preset. I'll disable frame generation for the time being. Enable reflex. DLSS Enabler will replace it with anti-lag 2. FSR 2 upscaler off. That's it. Apply the settings. Okay, now I'll enable anti-lag 2's latency monitor. Its hotkey combo is Alt Shift and L. Keep pressing them. Cycle through the different display options. See the latency value. Using a custom afterburner overlay to show you the performance metrics. There's our character. This is the Nexus blade. We can use it to upgrade our character stats. Also serves as a respawn point upon death. I'm in a cave, not very demanding, 75 to 80 FPS, engaging combat. Block using the L1 key. Now to parry, just need to press the L1 key right before our enemy's attacks land. I fell off into the abyss. Hitch. Unreal Engine for you. 40 milliseconds latency. Depends on the FPS. I'll enable frame generation. Good performance even without it. On. Apply. I'm expecting the FPS to go over 100. There you go. Yeah, I can observe the added amount of smoothness. This is amazing. Latency is manageable. 40 milliseconds. You can disable anti-lag too by holding the right control key. And just disabled it, and latency value increased to around 70 milliseconds. So anti-lag 2 helped in cutting down the latency by almost 30 milliseconds. Now we are outside, more demanding area. Yes, dropped to around 90. Still the performance is good. Some creature resting. I died here in my previous run. Lacrima retrieved. We drop it upon death. Wobbly platforms here, need to be careful. There was a hitch. Stability is an issue at the moment in DirectX 12 mode. That was close. Drop down carefully. These things are even present here. This is not good. They can push me off the platform. It died. That was close. More of these things. I missed the platform. So just a few hitches here and there. FPS on Rog Ally stayed within a range of 90 to 120. Now I'll test the game on SteamDeck. This is SteamOS running in desktop mode. Just download DLSS Enabler trunk build version 3.0 3.0.0.0 from GitHub. I'll give its link in the description. Just click on the .exe link here. Just open Dolphin File Explorer. Go to downloads. Here you'll find the exe file that you just downloaded. There it is. I'll show you the games directory where you need to install DLSS Enabler. Select the game in your Steam library. Right click, manage, browse local files. I have installed the game on an SD card. This is the game's installed directory. You need to open BBQ folder, binaries folder, Win64 folder. This is the final directory. There is the game's exe file. I'll execute DLSS Enabler setup file using Proton tricks. You can download this application for free from Discover Store. From here select the first Berserker Khazan. Click on OK. Wait for the next window to pop up. Can take about 7 to 8 seconds. Check this option. Select the default find picks. Click on OK. Check this option. Run Explorer. Click on OK. This window will pop up. We need to navigate to the downloads directory where DLSS Enabler setup file is present. Open My Computer. Open Z drive. Open Home folder. Open Deck folder. Open Downloads folder. Here look for DLSS Enabler setup file. There it is. Trunk selected. Double click. Click on I accept. Click on next. Next. Click on browse here. Just navigate to the directory where you have installed the game. In my case it's SD card directory. Steam apps common. The first Berserker Khazan demo. BBQ folder. Binaries folder. Win64 folder. This is the final directory. Click on OK. Click on next. Select the first option, install as a version.dll file. Check this option, enable support for AMD and Intel GPUs. Select Optiscaler 0.6, does not support FSR frame generation. We'll be using Newcomb9's DLSS due to FSR 3 mod. Next, install. Wait for the process to complete. Uncheck this option. Finish. Now we need to add a launch option to the game. Close these windows. Open Steam, select the game in your library. Click on the settings cog here, click on properties. Under launch options, add this line of text. I'll provide it in the description of the video. I'm using G Proton version 9-21 as the compatibility layer. Now just open the games install directory where you install the mod. Right here in this directory, look for a file name nvngx.ini. There it is, open it. From here just set generator to FSR 31. You can even change the upscaler from this ini file. Upscaler section, DX12 upscaler is set to auto by default. I'll just set it to FSR 31. Save, close. I'll switch to SteamOS gaming mode. We are ready to run the game. Play. I'm on the LCD variant of SteamDeck. Its display supports up to 60Hz refresh rate. Only level set to 2. Disable SteamOS VSync by enabling disable frame limit and allow tearing settings. That's it. In-game settings, 800p resolution. Screen shake off. I am using the medium preset. Disable motion blur. DirectX version set to 12. DLSS on. Using the upscaler's quality preset. Frame generation disable for the time being. Reflex on SteamOS instead of anti-lag 2. LatencyFlex should work. And that's it. Open Optiscaler mod menu by pressing the insert keyboard key. Yeah, FSR 3 upscaler is selected. I had set it via nvngx.ini file. It's version 3.1.3. And that's it. There's Khazan. It's the same sequence. FPS here is close to 60. I'll leave the game. I'll be honest, if you're playing the game on the LCD variant of SteamDeck, it's better to just run the game without frame generation. After enabling frame generation, FPS will exceed 60. Deck LCD's max refresh rate value. GPU load is close to 90% here. I'll just enable frame generation. SteamDeck OLED should benefit more from this mod as its display supports up to 90Hz refresh rate. DLSS frame generation on. Apply. Back to the game. Yeah, FPS increased to around 100. This is amazing. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. Performance regression did not occur. Can happen sometimes. Yeah, I am observing a screen tail like effect around the left and right edges of the display. Game's HUD elements are not flickering. See? Good performance on SteamDeck. There can be a few edges here and there. Lacrima retrieved. Died here in my last run. Power draw is around 24.5 watts. Should be getting a playtime of should be getting a playtime of around 1 hour 45 minutes on a full battery. Okay, need to drop down. Careful. These things again. Oh, that was so close. Almost died. These guys are chasing me. What was that? This thing. Engage in combat. Need to be careful. Block his attacks. (60 to 80 FPS in combat). Few edges. Got whacked there. Look at the lighting effect. Oh, Superman punch. The creature got stuck. His hand got stuck in the snow. Doing some damage. Stunned it. Out of stamina. That's why my attacks were so slow. It's done. Good performance on SteamDeck, 60 to 80 FPS with frame generation. Input delay is not a problem. LatencyFlex is working. That's it with the video, guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.